Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Dirtbike magazine video. Well, it's that time of year when new bikes are rolling in, and this time it's the all-new 2027 Honda CRF450R. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it. Honda sent us a little reminder of some of their CRF450R history. You can see it going all the way back to 2002 and the changes they've made since then. Honda's saying this is the most significant update in a decade. Increased power and torque across the rev range, 9.9 pound weight reduction, revised base geometry, and rider position. You can see here there's a brand new engine and there's more power across the rev range. It's 17 millimeters narrower at the widest point and 6 pounds lighter than the 2026. In the crankshaft, there's reduced friction and enhanced performance. Web shape changed from anchor to round profile for increased rigidity. Both journal bearings are now roller bearings. One was a ball bearing, reducing deformation. Efficient conversion of combustion pressure into rotational energy. It has enhanced combustion efficiency and stable performance. A 1 millimeter larger cylinder bore, optimized piston crown and combustion chamber for higher compression ratio, a DLC coating the top of the piston ring for reduced friction. They have a next evolution unicam system, an evolved unicam with finger follower rocker arms, lighter and more compact, aligned intake and exhaust rocker arm shafts for increased rigidity, even more compact and lighter than before, a precise control of valve motion. The valves have increased power, improved reliability, 2 millimeter larger intake valves, 1 millimeter larger exhaust valves for improved airflow efficiency. Optimized included angle between valves. All valves are now titanium. Updated cam profiles for more aggressive timing. Increased power across the rev range. In the intake system, airflow resistance reduced by 10%. Intake port is reshaped and is even steeper and shorter. Enhanced downdraft characteristic for improved power rideability. Air filter positioned more directly in path of airflow. Air filter is the revised density and rounder shape. Near rear duct in the airbox. Secondary airbox cover is eliminated, and this is all for improved power and torque. In the clutch assembly, the basket diameter is 7 millimeters smaller, a lighter ring type design for primary driven gear, a new diaphragm style spring, a rubber damper activated back torque limiter system, absorbs and mitigates torque fluctuations, adjusts clutch capacity by deforming when back torque is generated, provides a slipper clutch function but with a lightweight mechanism, validated through MXGP competition. The transmission is smaller, lighter, and has revised ratios. Re-optimized gear ratios to match increased power, taller gearing, 3 lead grooves and shift drum, previously 2, that have a narrower width. A drum constructed of high strength material allows wall thinning. Main shaft bearing change from annual collar design to split resin cage needle bearing design, allows other transmission components to be smaller and lighter. Updated gear shapes, shaft diameters, wall thicknesses, and allows for a 14 millimeter shorter main shaft, 1.1 pounds lighter. The starter is lighter and more durable. A 4-axis starter gear, previously it was a 5. Lightweight friction disc. Torque eliminator replaces the press fit design. Smaller, lighter clutch. More stable, durable slip torque characteristic. Starter is 1 pound lighter, but with improved reliability. The exhaust system, improved performance and quieter. Centrally located straight exhaust port with oval shape for efficient, usable low to mid power. 3.5 inches longer header and 3.4 inches longer muffler. Improved power, stronger acceleration, and manageable delivery. The header and muffler position more inward, facilitating rider movement. A dual resonator design optimizes power and minimizes noise. Meets all the AMA's 2027 109 decibel pro limit. The electronic controls have been optimized for 2027. Ride modes, HSTC launch control optimized for new package. Each still has 3 settings. Launch control updated based on significant feedback from factory teams. Full transistorized ignition system replaces capacitor discharge system. In the geometry, the foot pegs have been moved back 5 millimeters rearward. The rake is 0.2 degrees more slack, 27.5. Trail is 1.2 millimeters longer. Rear axle is 0.5 inches higher. The wheelbase is 0.3 inches longer, 58.7. In the main frame, They have improved stability and predictable handling, 70% new components, upsized forged head pipe gusset, optimized down tube, reshaped pivot plates and top shock mount, 10% more longitudinal and torsional rigidity, no increase in weight. Cylinder head hangers are now aluminum. For the subframe, there's a new upper bracket, new attachment point, lower pipes reshaped for better airbox access during maintenance. In the swing arm, it has a large outer diameter thin walls, fish scale welds at joints for a smooth surface, uniform flex characteristics, D-shaped cross section, which equals reduced drag and ruts, meticulously hand polished for a premium appearance, and it's 0.9 pounds lighter and maintained rigidity. The chain guide and slider improved durability, reinforced chain slider, new damping holes reduces chain bounce, chain guide is more resistant to wear. In the suspension, improved overall ride through good front rear balance and optimum damping. A dynamic blow system replaces bending control valve system in the front fork. Spring rate was increased to 5.2 Newton meters for a firmer setup. Kashima coated sliding components, smaller hole and main piston rod, which equals increased low speed dampening. Spring seat construction shape changed from resin conical to aluminum cylindrical, reducing step-like sensations. Improved stroke consistency, increased compression dampening, and extremely low to low speed range. In the rear, a more consistent stroke. Increased compression rebound dampening, smaller difference between static and dynamic friction, which equals improved consistency. SS37 suspension oil matches fork oil for consistent feel front to rear. Bladder shape has been revised for better responsiveness. Machined reservoir equals thinner wall. Stiffer compression adjuster spring for improved low speed dampening feel. Redesigned adjuster spring guide, which equals better adjustment sensitivity. New bump rubber, improved bottoming feel, and updated collar and dust seal in top shock mount for improved stability. In the linkage, there's an optimized linkage ratio, which equals smoother during acceleration for improved comfort and stability. Thrust needle bearing replaces thrust washer for reduced friction, improved smoothness and traction. In the rear wheel, it's stronger and lighter. There's a redesigned rear hub, wider span between axle bearings, machined RK rear sprocket with 7mm larger mounting diameter. It's 0.6 pounds lighter, excluding the tire, and it's equipped with Dunlop Geomax MX34 tires, which improve grip and absorption. The bodywork is for freer rider movement, flatter side surface with smaller difference between widths, 2mm wider at the radiator shrouds, 7mm wider at the seating area, makes bike easier to grip with the legs. Side panels have a symmetrical shape for better grip when the rider is at the rear of the bike. Seat is rounded at seating area. The left side panel now mounts via bolts at front and rear for more secure attachment. Sustainable materials used for seat base, front fender, front number plate, and the radiator shrouds. The fuel tank is now different. It has an increased capacity of 1.9 gallons compared to 1.7 last year. Maintains a slim cross section and maintains titanium construction. The water pump guard is new. Skid plate eliminated for 2027. Water pump guard is added. Accepts a full skid plate from the CRF450RX. You can see here they've tried to simplify the maintenance part of the bike. You can remove the shock without removing the ECU. Only remove one side cover to access the air filter. No nuts on the rear brake disc. Nuts are press fitted into the chain guide plate. The rear axle collar is chamfered and stays in place. No need to remove the fuel tank to remove clutch hose. The standard edition is going to be $10,099. It's going to be available in July. And once again, they're going to come out with their premium product, the CRF450R HRC Works Edition. It's a premium model with a new name. Special graphics, a gripper seat cover, twin air filter, Yoshimura titanium header and muffler, DID gold chain, DID black rims, Renthal grips, black triple clamps, metallic red cylinder head cover, hand finish intake port, HRC Works Edition laser stamped on the cylinder head, dedicated suspension settings, hand operable suspension adjusters, anodized laser stamp fork caps, black anodized front axle holders, titanium coated 18-inch shock shaft, metallic red shock spring, dedicated ECU mapping. The Honda CRF 450R HRC Works Edition is going to be available in October, and it's going to be $12,999. And real quick, here's the Honda CRF 450RX for 2027. It has a larger skid plate, handguard, side stand, 18-inch rear wheel, dedicated ECU mapping, dedicated suspension settings, same tank as CRF450R, Dunlop AT81 tires. The CRF450RX is going to be $10,399 and available in August. Here's a quick look at the CRF450X and CRF450RL dual sport. And again, here's the CRF250R, the CRF250R HRC Works Edition, and the CRF250RX. We know that's a lot to unpack and it's a ton of information, but pretty much to sum it all up, the 2027 Honda CRF450R is all new. We're going to get a chance to ride this bike at the end of July at Spring Creek, and we're really excited. Until then, you can gawk over some photos, check it out. Hopefully all these changes add up to a more improved Honda CRF 450 for 2027. We can't wait to ride it, beat it up, test it, and give you all that feedback in just a month or so. Thanks for checking out this video. We hope you liked it. We hope you learned a little something. And until next time, we'll see you down the trail.